It's stupid o'clock in the morning and I'm just off to work. It's pitch black out here and most people don't even think about getting up in the morning at this time, but it's my first day back after my holiday. I'm quite excited to get back to work. No, because if you know if you know anything about bakers, we're non-stop, and that's what we've been doing through the pandemic, non-stop. So it'd be different to get back to work again after our little break. I've really enjoyed the rest, and now so let's go to the bakery. So just to give you some idea what this market town looks like at this time of morning. At this time of the morning, it's only me, and the first shop that opens is this one here. So we'll come down a bit later on. Aladdin's Cave. He's the first one to open in the town in the morning. So when we part through our baking, I'll pop back down and see what he's got to offer. Right, just got into the bakery. I'm all ready now to start work. As you can see, nothing's happened. The oven is going up nicely. It's starting to climb. It wants to be 400. To give you some idea of what it's like to be in the bakery before I actually start work. So I'm just sort of ready now. Am I? Are you ever ready after you've had a holiday? No, not really. Right, I'll go and get my stuff out of the van and we'll get down to some work. So just to give you some idea where I'm up to at the moment, we'll just have a look. This is the bread dough on the table, and I've started moulding up over here. And over here is the bun dough, and that's what the Belgian buns are going to be coming out of. So for the Belgian bun dough, all I'm going to be doing is adding water into it, not milk. The milk powder's already in the dough, so it just makes it a much more easier dough for me. Milk tends to be a bit different in the bakery to when you're doing some at home. I prefer to use milk powder than real milk anyway. Well, it's still real milk, it's just the way it is. So we'll get that on in a few minutes. Right, I'm now going to pop the bun dough on. All I'm going to be doing is adding in water, and it's going to mix in this machine for around about 10 minutes, and that's it. And it's the same thing as if you're making one at home. You'll be mixing it for 10 minutes. So this machine might be like 5 times bigger or 10 times bigger than the machine you're using, but in respect, it's exactly the same. You make your small dough the same. And the room temperature in it at the moment is around about 22 Celsius. So you want to keep your room temperature around about the 22 Celsius and that'll be fine. But if it starts getting very, very hot outside and your kitchen gets a lot hotter, then you need to keep the temperature of the water down. So you keep it, so you still want your dough at that round about that 20 Celsius, give or take. You don't want to be any higher because you don't want it to move too fast. You just want to move it just right. These are no-time doughs, but there is a limit to what they can do. If you make them too fast, they'll just go over the top and they won't be any good at all. Anyway, we'll get the dough on. So this is all your bun dough ready to go. And just over here is the Belgian buns. So this is the Belgian bun for our Belgian bun recipe. Now the additional ingredients we need for making a Belgian bun is lemon curd, sultanas or raisins. Right, we'll get straight on with it. Now this dough has actually been sat a lot longer than I would normally like it to be. So it is very warm in here. Temperature's actually risen quite a lot in here, so bear with it. So anyway, moving on swiftly. And this is the dough we did earlier. First thing, we need a bit of flour underneath. Now it's very similar to a Chelsea bun, but the only difference is instead of having an area like this for your Chelsea bun, we now want to be out further. but sort of come in. And what we're going to do is layer this with lemon curd. And now we just sprinkle some sultanas or raisins on. And once again, you start from this end, or this end, whichever the case may be, and slowly roll it up. So what we'll do the same as previously. We'll go for the 8. So what we're going to do is put them on the tray and spread them really out quite well. And once again, you put the tray into the proving box, hoping it fits, like that. And don't forget to add some water in with it. Wasn't that easy to make a Belgian bun? Now don't forget guys, because you're seeing this in the blog, you're not going to see the full story. So when I do the video recipe, it's going to be completely different to this, because what you're seeing now is behind the scenes. And because you're behind the scenes, you're not going to see everything all at once. You'll have to watch that video to how it's made to actually get the recipe, because obviously I'm only going to put that recipe under that video. And that's it, I'm not putting it under a blog. Anyway, well, what we'll do is the stuff's in the oven. I might pop up the road and see Dave in the Aladdin's cave and see what he's got to offer. It's an interesting little shop. So Dave's open. This is Aladdin's cave. We'll just take a walk in and just see what it looks like inside. I'm sure he doesn't mind. He's here at 6 o'clock in the morning. And as you can see guys, he's got everything in this shop. From tools, sweets, fluffy ice cream, you name it, he's got it here. Cards, and himself up there. Say hello Dave!
Morning Steve!
This is going live out on YouTube.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, this is a blog.
Lovely job.
So if you want to tell anybody about what you're doing, what you're selling,
we sell literally everything. Everybody shop under one roof, apart from the bakery.
See, there you've heard it. I know this is only a short blog, but Dave's down here in Silver Street. He's down here nice and early. He's the first shop to open in Dursley, and he's got everything here. It's Aladdin's cave, and this is just not one floor. There's 2 floors full of it. So get yourself down to the bottom end of Silver Street, and I'm sure he'll help you out. So there we go guys, that's Dave's shop. Really got plenty of stock in there, and you must show some love and pop down and see him. Belgian buns are ready. We'll be baking the Belgian buns at an oven temperature of 220 Celsius. And we've been baking them in the oven for around about 15 minutes so they're golden brown. Once they come out of the oven, all we're going to be doing is washing them over with a bun wash. Belgian buns are ready, we'll get them out of the oven. And now we'll leave them to cool down. And now for icing the Belgian buns. And all we do is just ice the tops. And then we just plonk a cherry in the top. There you go guys, wasn't that simple? That's it for us down in the bakery today. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing later on, this afternoon. I'll go home, have a little bit of a kip, and I've probably got a bit of editing to do first. Please subscribe and please share. We'll see you again very shortly on the Crazy Baker channel. Laters! This is the Crazy Baker channel. Baking, lifestyle, recipes, reviews, I am the Crazy Baker. Please subscribe and please share. Laters!